It's special attack and it's heavy attack. So we're gonna do two-handed for most of it, I think. But we may switch off to one-handed at times. I think one-handed looks cooler. So whatever is more fun, honestly. This is another interesting level. It's like a town or a village that was just kind of, I guess that Lothric Castle was protecting, that kind of got decimated by all the hollowing. When everything went to shit, pretty much. So, over here is another NPC. You kind of have to explore to find him. And luckily, on my first playthrough, I found him. And I was so surprised when he spoke. I was so surprised. I didn't know where it was coming from. But then I realized he was one of the bodies of the pilgrims on the ground. I was like, oh my gosh, he's still alive. I'm surprised that one hit the dog. It's got a lot of reach, this weapon, so the distance shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, fire jet, that's actually really good. Not for this weapon, but in general, most enemies at the beginning of the game are weak to fire, so if you can infuse your weapon with fire, you have a pretty good advantage for a decent chunk of the game. This is a small leather shield. It's mostly used for parrying. I don't use it because I was never good at parry, but it's a challenging way to play, I guess, if you want to focus on parrying enemies. Repair powder is just one of those things they put in this game that really doesn't make sense to even have, because there's almost no weapons that you ever end up using repair powder for. There's only one weapon I can think of, and that's the Moonlight Greatsword. And even then, it's like well, I guess that's not true. I guess it could be useful in single player too as well, but it's really the only weapon I can think of that would need it. So yeah, I'm using my shield now because this enemy is difficult without it. That's a pretty good combo. Also, another thing about the Knight class is it has the most poise out of all the starting classes, which still isn't a lot, but it can be useful when you're attacking at the same time that an enemy is attacking you. And if the enemy hits you first, you won't be staggered. That's essentially what poise does. I didn't really understand that in the very beginning of the game, but it's just something I picked up through watching Dark Souls videos on the internet. So usually I go is definitely the kind of game where you want to explore as much as possible. And not only do you want to explore, but you want to be careful while exploring, or observant rather, so you don't miss something that could be hidden, because there are a lot of hidden things in this game, a lot of hidden places. Oh wow, I cannot believe she hit me from there. If you guys want to see a different weapon being used, let me know. I can use any weapon that I can get my hands on, and I'll be okay playing the game. I personally think the sword is more fun at this point, just from playing with this weapon for a little bit, but this weapon is definitely better than the sword. The sword is kind of close combat, and you definitely have to use the shield a lot more. Hodrick the Knight was just summoned. He's gonna be a little pain. Butt cheeks. I feel weird for saying that, but alright, hopefully we'll be able to kill him. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Oh my gosh, I'm so done for. I'm done for. Oh wow, I'm so screwed. I can't believe I'm even alive. If he hits me once, I'm dead. Yeah. I didn't anticipate to die, but I forgot he summoned himself here at this spot. Normally he doesn't, but if you are using an ember, which is this item here, he will summon himself. Now that we have flasks, I'm actually going to bait him. I'm just going to run the right way. I really should have killed that enemy first, but oh well. Come on, buddy. Just get over here. Come on. If I was using a longsword, this guy would be a lot harder. Which is why this weapon is better. Come on. I don't want him near that heals him. Also, it's harder to parry this weapon, which is nice because he almost always parries me with the sword. Still hit me once, but that's the only thing he did, so pretty good. A good amount of souls. I don't usually attack this guy, I usually just run around him, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna kill him. yes, I got an extra flask. In case you don't know, the number of enemies you kill actually matters. If you're going to fight all the enemies and not run away from them, not only will you get souls, but you'll get an extra flask every now and then as a reward, which keeps the pace of the game more enjoyable. I always unlock this door because if I don't, I'm going to regret it later. And this is the enemy. This is the boss, I should say. I don't like this boss. It's like one of the only bosses I don't like fighting. But it's a necessary boss if you want to use boss weapons in this game. It's not a cool idea, it's just gameplay wise, it's not even that bad, honestly. It's kind of like a puzzle, but in a different way. You have to hit these sacks on his limbs and stomach to hurt him. Otherwise, he's just invincible. Never expect that to happen on your first playthrough. So I guess that's kind of interesting. This gunk is cancer, I would say, as in not enjoyable. But being the night, once again,